Are you absolutely certain you want to purchase this bond severance potion? Once consumed, it will gradually dissolve your mate bond over 15 days. After that, the connection will be permanently broken. There's no reversing it. No room for regret. I nodded without hesitation. Your name? She asked, preparing to record the sale. Sierra McKnight. The witch's hand froze, her eyes widening with recognition. Everyone in our country knew that Damien Blackwood, the Alpha King of the Northern Territory, had an Omega mate he'd cherished and pursued for years before their wolves finally bonded. Her name was Sierra McKnight. Without hesitation, I drank the bond severance potion in one swift motion. Opening my phone, I booked a one-way ticket to Europe, departing in exactly 15 days. This time, Alexander would never find me anymore. Leaving the witch's shop, I stepped into a transformed Northern Territory. The usually stark winter landscape buzzed with frantic activity. Pack members scurried about like ants, hanging twinkling fairy lights and arranging tables for what promised to be an extravagant celebration. The crisp air carried the scent of fresh pine garlands and warm spices. Careful with those crystal glasses, they're the Alpha King's favorites. A beta supervisor barked orders at younger wolves. I watched as they meticulously arranged everything according to Damien's exacting standards. He always wanted things perfect for me, a newly turned wolf, her scent still sharp. With uncertainty, tugged at her companion's sleeve. What's all this for? She whispered, eyes wide. Is the Alpha King taking another mate? A passing beta whirled around, her lip curling in disgust. Are you seriously that clueless? She snapped. Our Alpha King and Lady Sierra have been mated for 5 years. They're the most devoted pair in all the territories. Another beta joined in, her voice dreamy. In 15 days, it's their anniversary celebration. Alpha Damien's been planning it for weeks. You should see how he looks at her. A third chimed in, like she hung the moon itself. I walked past their excited chatter, a weary sigh escaping my lips. If they only knew, the Northern Territory practically worshipped our perfect bond. Everyone knew the story of how fiercely Damien cherished his mate. 2 years ago, when rival wolves attacked me with silver, he'd stormed vampire territory alone. The memory was still vivid, him bursting into our room, clothes torn and bloody, clutching the rare blood magic that saved my life. I'd give all my power to keep you safe, he'd sworn, feeding me drop after precious drop. But that wasn't even the beginning of his devotion. Before my wolf emerged, I was just a weak Omega, practically human. Other packs sneered at my presence. An Alpha King with a mateless Omega? Disgraceful, they'd whispered. Lesser alphas had pressured him daily to reject me. Choose a proper mate, they urged. Someone worthy of your status. Damien's response had been legendary. He'd thrown the delegation out bodily, roaring, I'll wait for Sierra's wolf to awaken, whether she's human or wolf. My heart belongs to her alone. For 3 long years, he'd stayed true to those words. When other females flaunted themselves, he didn't spare them a glance. Then finally, miraculously, my wolf emerged. Though she was weak, barely able to maintain consciousness, she recognized Damien instantly as our mate. He'd been overjoyed, ordering the grandest mating ceremony ever seen. Let everyone witness our bond, he declared proudly. The memory of that day still ached. How radiant he'd looked, how genuine his joy had seemed as he marked me as his. Since then, we'd been the envy of the supernatural world. Lone wolves, neighboring alphas, everyone marveled at our supposedly unbreakable bond. Every night, he'd hold me close, whispering promises against my skin. You're my only mate, Sierra, for this life and every life after. His voice would tremble with emotion, his arms tightening around me like he feared I'd disappear. Although my wolf is always asleep, so I can't sense the status of my mate. I never once questioned his devotion, but love, as I've learned, can be terribly fickle. The truth emerged a month ago. A casual comment from a pack member about seeing Damien's car near the territory's edge, an unfamiliar female scent clinging to his clothes.